All right, welcome to this math class. Now, in solving this challenge here, of course, this is a quadratic equation. And if you check carefully after the normal arrangement, you're going to come up with an expression that you cannot use a factorization method, as some may think. And so they may resolve to the quadratic formula. But here, I just want to tell you that the quadratic formula will work out, but here I don't want to use the quadratic formula. There's a better method or approach to solving a quadratic equation of this kind by avoiding the quadratic formula. So how do we solve this for the value of x? So let's take our solution here. Okay, so stay from the beginning to the end of this class because we're about to learn something new, a trick that is worth knowing. And so the first we're going to do is to rearrange this equation, move this x to this side. In other words, subtract x from both sides of the equation. And so this is going to give us our x here, x, then minus our existing x is equal to our x to the power of 2 minus 4x, then minus x plus our 3. Then this will give us 0. So we are now left with our 0 equal to our x to the power of 2 minus 5x plus 3. So if you rearrange this equation, this is going to give us our, or say this now implies that our x to the power of 2 minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, now in solving this quadratic equation, you will agree with me that you either use the formula method or the completely the square method, but that will take you a longer time. So here is the thing you are going to learn from this. I'm going to use a trick that will equally lead us to the factorization method of solving this. So from this expression we have here, the number one thing we're going to do here is this. Multiply through by 4. So say multiply through, by 4. So if you multiply everything by 4, we're going to end up having our 4x to the power of 2 minus our 20x there plus our 12 equal to 0. Good. I know you may wonder why are we multiplying by 4. If you don't know the reason why we decide to multiply by 4, then drop it in the comment section and I'm going to tell you the reason. Because we could as well multiply by 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, or any other number, but we decide to pick 4. So if you want to know the reason, drop it in the comment section. So now that we multiply by 4, then move this quantity to this side. In other words, subtract 12 from both sides of the equation. So this is going to give us our 4x to the power of 2, then minus 20x is equal to minus our 12. Good. Here comes another trick again. So again, we look at the quantities we have in here. And so add 25 to both sides of the equation. So here we write here, add 25 to both sides. Again, if you don't have know the reason why we're adding 25 to both sides of the equation, also drop it in the comment section and I'll provide answer to all of your questions. Okay, so we want to add 25 to both sides. So this is going to give us our 4x to the power of our 2, then minus our 20x, then plus our 25 is equal to minus 12 plus our 25. Now, this side of the equation, minus 12 plus 25 will give us positive 13. So we're going to have our 4x to the power of 2 minus 20x plus our 25 is equal to our positive 13. Right. Good. So what we do next here now, if you look at the left-hand side of the equation, we just have to factorize it because this is not factorizable. And how do we go about that? We use 4 to multiply 25 here, and that will give us 100. So among the factors of 25, or sorry, among the factors of 100 rather, then we now pick two numbers that when we multiply together will give us plus 100, added together will give us minus 20. And of course, that will give us minus 10 and minus 10. So we just go ahead to rewrite this middle 10 here. And if we do that, it's going to give us our 4x to the power of 2 minus our 10x minus 10x, then plus our 25 is equal to our 13. Good. Now from here, we can put this in bracket and bracket this. And so we're going to have our 4x to the power of 2 minus our 10x bracket, then minus. We put this in bracket, the plus will now change to minus. Okay? The close bracket equal to our 13. All right. Now we now factor terms that are common to both quantities here. So what is common here is just 2x. So we have here 2x into, we use 2x to divide this, we are left with our 2x minus, we use 2x to divide this, we are left with our 5. Close bracket minus, what is common here is just 2. And so we're going to put 2, 5 rather. So we have here 5. 5 is common here. Then we factor out 5 from here. This is going to give us our 2x, then minus 5 into this will give us our 5. Everything equal to 13. Good. Now from here, this and this are the same. So we take these that are outside and this that are inside. We take only one. So this is going to give us bracket our 2x minus 5. The bracket our 2x minus 5 equal to our 13. Now, you discover that the quantity here and the quantity here are the same. So this could also be written as our bracket 2x minus 5 all raised to the power of 2 equal to 13. So from here, we take the square root of both sides of the equation. Okay, so if we take the square root of this, we equally take the square root of this. And remember, when we take the square root of expression of this kind, then we add our plus minus. So this radical goes with these two. We are now left with our 2x, yeah, then minus our 5 is equal to plus minus the square root of our 13. This is nice, right? Good. Then from here, we move this to this side or add 5 to both sides. So this is going to give us our 2x here is equal to our 5 because it's going to become positive, then plus or minus the square root of our 13. So divide through by 2, divide this side by 2. This leaves the system. Okay, so from here, we now have two values to our 2. So let's continue here. Let's just put it here, this corner here. And so we're going to have our x1 is equal to, we can write this as our 1 all over 2 into 5, the plus the root of 13. This is the first answer. And the second answer, which is our x, so we have x2 here, this is our x1. Our x2 is going to give us our 1 all over 2 bracket 5 minus the square root of 13. This is our second answer. All right. Now, if you use the formula method to solve this quadratic equation, you're still going to come up with this root here, this answer here. But this is a faster method, a quick method to solving this math challenge. So if you learned something from this video tutorial, give the video a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? Thank you for being there. See you in our next class.